Hello students, my name is Simranjeet Kaur. I am DGT English working at Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1 RCF Husainpur. So we will learn about tenses today and particularly topic for today is present tense. So let me introduce you to tenses. The first question arises that what are tenses? Tenses may be defined as the time of a verb or an action or a state. There are three phases of time: present, past, and future. And there are three basic types of tenses, that is, again, present, past, and future. Each of these types are further subdivided into different categories. First is indefinite, or we can say as simple present. Second is continuous. Third is perfect. And fourth is perfect continuous. So we will study about these subcategories in a nutshell. Let me introduce you, or let me give you one chart and explain to you. Please see and go through it carefully. It is a very important topic, students.
So we have three different types of tenses, that is present tense, future tense and past tense. But we will study about the present tense today. So first subcategory of present tense is present indefinite, or we can say it as simple present tense. Second category is present continuous tense. Third is present perfect tense, and the fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. So the first subcategory is present indefinite tense or simple present tense. First we'll learn about its formations, or we can call it as forms. So present indefinite tense or simple present tense takes I, we, you, they with the base form of the verb. For example, if we are taking verb as work, so what we'll write? I work, we work, you work, they work. So with I, we, you and they, we will write the base form of the verb. Okay, but for he, she, it, we have another rule. We'll write base form of the verb but with addition to s or es. Like we'll say he works, we'll add s to it. She works, it works. And if we are taking verb as teach, so we'll add es to it. Like he teaches, she teaches, it teaches. Okay, so now next we have sentences type. So there are three sentence type. First is positive sentence. What are positive sentences? Positive sentences says what happened, or which tells us that something is, has or does. For example, I work. This is a positive sentence. We work. You work. They work. But with he, she, it, like I have said previously, that we'll add s or es to the main verb, it becomes he works, she works, it works. Now second is negative sentences. So what are negative sentences? It contains negative words like not, never, no, etc. So I do not work, we do not work, you do not work, they do not work. So it is a negative sentence because in this it is not is added to the sentence, which tells that something is, it does not happen, okay? But with he, she, it, again we write es. He does not work. So earlier we used to write do, but we, with the he, she, it, we add es to it. He does not work. She does not work. It does not work. Next we have interrogative sentences. So we have discussed about positive sentences, negative sentences, and the last type of sentences we have interrogative sentences that we are covering today. So for making interrogative sentences, we add do plus I, we, you, they plus any verb and question mark. Interrogative sentences are sentences which are of the question form. So we'll write do plus I plus any verb. Here we are taking work. So do I work? Do we work? Do you work? Do they work? Okay, but for he, she, it, the rule is still the same that we have discussed earlier, to add es. So from do it becomes does. Other things remain the same. Does he work? Does she work? Does it work? So present indefinite or simple present tense. We use simple present for habits or things that happen again and again. Like we can say that it also uses for routine work. For example, I go for a walk every evening. So the person goes for a walk every evening. It is his or her routine. She often uses the internet. So that is also her habit because she uses internet very often. He usually works till midnight. So he usually works till midnight. So that is also his routine. It usually rains in August. So that is also happen again and again because we have added usually. It means that usually it rains in August only. Ravi often eat biscuits. So Ravi, it is a habit of Ravi for eating biscuits. We also use the simple present to talk about general truths. General truths are things which are always true. So if we have to say something which are always true, we use simple present tense. For example, the sun shines during the day. So it is a universal truth that the sun shines during the day. Birds fly. Also birds fly. Children grows very quickly. That is also a universal truth or general truth that children grows very quickly. Second, things which stay the same for a long time. So we use simple present tense for the things which stays the same for a long period of time. For example, she acts on TV. For a very long time she is acting on a TV. Therefore, it's same for a long period of time. They live in Mumbai. Means that they still live in Mumbai. Third, we have he walks very fast. So for a long period of time we can say that he walks very fast because it becomes his habit, or it is the same for a longer period of time. The next we have present continuous tense. So we use the present continuous for things which are happening now. For example, she is using the computer now. So it means that the task of using the computer is still happening, is still going on. So we use present continuous tense for the things which are happening now. She is using the computer now. Don't go out now, it is raining. So it is raining means it is still raining. The thing is happening now. Okay. Wherever the word continuous comes, it means we have to use first form of verb plus ing. So wherever you see a word continuous in tenses, that means you have to use first form of verb plus ing. So what are its formation? In this tense we use is mr plus first form of the verb plus ing. So when we are using is used with singular subjects. So is only used with singular subject, that is he, she, it, or any other singular name, let's say Ram, we will write is. So where we are using am is used for I, that is we are talking about ourselves. So when we are talking about ourselves, like I, we use am next to it. So the third we have are is used with plural subjects. Okay, that is you, we, they, and sometimes I is also treated as plural. For example, Jordan is. So Jordan is any singular name like Ram. So what we'll use with Jordan? Is. So Jordan is shooting our video. Okay. The next we have I. So I have told you previously that with I we always use am. So what we'll use? I am talking. Next we have they are watching our video. Like I have already said, are is used for the plural subject and they are plural subject. So we'll write they are watching our video. Next we have present perfect tense. So present perfect tense takes has or have plus third form of the verb. We use present perfect tense for finished action in recent time. That means the action which we did just finished. For example, I have finished my lunch. So I have finished my lunch just now. He has gone to Delhi. Now he is not here. So that means that now he is not here. He has gone to Delhi. The work has been finished just now or in recent time. So what are the uses of has and have? So I will tell you when to use have and when to use has. So first we will talk about has. Has is used for singular subject. So has is only used for singular subject. Have is used for plural subject. So I, we, you, they. We will use I, we, you, they with have. Okay, so because they are plural subjects. I have spoken. It is a positive sentence, like I have already mentioned in the previous paper, that what are positive sentences and what are negative sentences. So therefore it is the same as previous. I have spoken. We have not spoken. Not spoken is a negative sentence because here not is used in a sentence. So if we are making all the positive sentences out of it, so what we'll write? I have spoken, we have spoken, you have spoken, they have spoken. But if we want to make negative out of it, so what we'll write? I have not spoken, we have not spoken, you have not spoken, they have not spoken. So basically what I'm trying to say is that with I, we, you, they will use have. But with he, she, it, like I have already said it before, for he, she, it, the rule changes. We always use has because they are singular subjects. So he has spoken, she has spoken, it has spoken. But if you want to make a negative sentence out of it, so what will write? He has not spoken, she has not spoken, it has not spoken. Okay, So next we have interrogative sentences. So how we should frame interrogative sentences using have or has. So same thing as I have discussed earlier, that with I, we, you, they, we use have. Similarly, have is placed preceding I, we, you, they. So have plus I plus spoken plus question mark. Have I spoken? Have we spoken? Have you spoken? Have they spoken? But with he, she, it will add has. So how we can frame interrogative sentence? Has he spoken? Has she spoken? Has it spoken? Let us take some examples like she has explained tenses. We have added has to she, like I have already mentioned. With he, she, it, we will add has. So she has explained tenses. They have. Why we have written have with it? Because I have already explained that with I, we, you, they, we will use have. So they have understood everything. Next we have bought a car. So it is written we. So we is a plural subject. So we'll write we have bought a car. Okay. The present perfect is often used with just, already, and yet. So sometimes the present perfect is often used with just, already, and yet. For example, he has just gone out. So we have used has with just, and because it was written he, we have added has to it, and we have also added just. Okay, so with just, already, and yet, sometimes we use present perfect tense. Okay, similarly, I have already posted the letters. With I, we have used have. Why? Because I is a plural subject. Next we have has your uncle arrived yet? So has your uncle arrived yet? Next, I haven't finished my homework yet. So yet is used with simple, present perfect tense. We use just with the present perfect when we talk about something that happened a very short time ago. We use already for the things further in the past. We use yet when we are expecting something to happen. Yet is used in this way only in question and negative. So they are saying that yet is used this way only in questions and negatives. Like you can see, yet is used in questions. Has your uncle arrived yet? Or they are saying with negatives. So I haven't finished my homework yet. That is, haven't is a negative. So it makes the sentence negative. So yet is used with negative or with question forms. Okay. So just is used with when we are talking about something that happened a very short time, like he has just gone out. So it means that he has gone out a few moments ago. Okay, a short period of time. So there we are using just. Next, we use the present perfect with certain verbs like be, know, live, stay, and work to talk about things that begin in the past and have continued up to the present. So we use present perfect with certain verbs like be, know, live, stay, and work because we are talking about the things that begins in the past but are still continuous in the present. For example, he has been ill for 3 days and he is still ill because he has been ill for 3 days. The person is still ill. That means that the person is still ill. So we are using present perfect tense here. I have known him since 2005. What does it mean? It means that he still knows him. Therefore, he used have with I and used present perfect tense. So, next we have present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense takes has been or have been plus first form of the verb plus ing. Okay, so with I, we, you, they, we use have been. Like we have already discussed that with I, we, you, they, we use have, but here there is a little twist. We will use been. So because the formation is like this, have been plus first form of the verb plus ing. So the sentence will look like I have been working, we have been working, you have been working, they have been working. So these all are positive sentences, but we have to make a negative also. So what we'll write? I have not been working, we have not been working, you have not been working, and they have not been working. Similarly, for he, she, it, we will write has, because earlier also we have written has with he, she and it, but here we will write been also. He has been working. With he, we write has been plus first form of the verb, that is work, plus ing. So he has been working, she has been working, it has been working. But if you want to make a negative sentence out of it, then we will write he has not been working, she has not been working, it has not been working. So similarly, like we have already done with the previous type of tenses that we have studied earlier, and we have made interrogative sentences out of it. Similarly, with have been or has been, we are making the interrogative sentences. So have plus I, we, you, they plus been working and question mark at the end. Have I been working? Have we been working? Have you been working? Have they been working? Okay, so with he, she, it, we always write has. So has he been working? Has she been working? Has it been working? So the present perfect continuous shows that an action began in the past and is still going on. We often use this tense with since and for, like I have already mentioned in that box, ing plus since or for. So where we use since and where we use for, we'll discuss here. But before that, let us take an example. I have been doing the homework since 8:15. He has been working in office for 6 years. So these are two different types of sentences. So where we should use since and where we should use for, we'll explain here. Uses of since and for. Since is used wherever we have to mention a point of time. So wherever we have to mention a point of time, we use since there. For example, since 9 o'clock. So it is a point of time, 9 o'clock. Since Monday. Since 10th. Since past week. Since June. Since 2002. Since her marriage. So it is a particular point of time that we can relate to or we can calculate. So we use since with the to mention point of time, that is particular point of time. Okay, we used for with a period of time. Period of time For example, for 3 hours, for a few days, that is a period of time, for a month, for 2 years, for a long time, for centuries, for ages. Okay. The present perfect continuous can also be used for an action finished a short time ago. The result of the action happens in the present. Let us take an example. Why are your clothes dirty? I have been cleaning the storeroom. So one person is asking the other person that why are his clothes dirty? The person replied that I have been cleaning the storeroom. That means that the action that is finished a short time ago, the action was cleaning the storeroom, but the result of the action, the result was his clothes became dirty. The result of the action happened in the present. So we will read the above statement again. The present perfect continuous can also be used for an action finished a short time ago. So here, what was the action that finished a short time ago? Was cleaning the storeroom. Cleaning the storeroom was the action that finished a short time ago. Then they say that the result of the action happened in the present. So result of cleaning the storeroom, what was the result of cleaning the storeroom? That his clothes became dirty. So the result of the action happens in the present. His clothes became dirty in the present moment. Why his clothes became dirty? Because he was cleaning the storeroom a short time ago. Okay, so let us take another example. I am very tired. I have been playing basketball. So a person is saying that I am very tired because he was playing basketball. So what was his action that he has finished a short time ago? That he was playing basketball. That was his action. Okay, but the result that happened in the present was he became tired. So the result was he became tired, and the action that has already been taken was he was playing basketball. That is why he has become tired. So that's all for the present perfect continuous tense.
So that was present tense that we have discussed today. I hope you have understood it well. Thank you.